All right, folks, break out your calculators. It's time to fire up the algorithm and break out the bow tie.
Yeah, that's a regular Tuesday evening.
What is that from? Is that from a Ballon d'Or?
No, I was just going down to Whole Foods.
Okay, yeah, sounds about right. Well, listen, if you've ever watched this show or if you watched ESPN FC, you know Shaka is famous for many things, but he's most famous for his power rankings, which usually are reserved for the club game, but we're breaking them out in the international game here. For Copa América. So you were working through our watch along as we were watching Argentina.
Yes, very hard.
You had the calculator over there on one side. You had a computer over on the other.
A little bit of AI.
AI. Yeah, we're getting. We had Ryan O'Hanlon on the watch along. He was giving us all of his data analytics. So why don't you walk us through it here? Here's Shaka's power rankings, the top 10 teams in Copa América.
Well,
Talk to me.
No real surprise as to who's number one in Argentina. Are their favorites. I've got Colombia going to the final. I said so beforehand. So they're in at number 2. Might be a little bit of a surprise to some, especially you two who have. Seb, you've got Uruguay winning it. Herc, you've got Uruguay going to the final. Brazil at number 4, and it's not often you see Brazil in 4 in a competition such as this, but this really is not the Brazil that we know of old. Maybe things will all of a sudden start clicking this tournament, but as of right now, I just don't see it myself. Ecuador, the United States for, I'm not, other than home advantage, I'm not 100% sure why I have them that high or why the data has them that high. Mexico, again, a disappointing version of themselves, but maybe being this close to home and recognizing their responsibilities to CONCACAF gets the best out of them. Canada probably would not have been in, but for that 90 minutes against Argentina, which, again, I was very impressed with. And then the surprise package, Venezuela, who would normally bottom of CONMEBOL and everything they do are flying. I was trying to, because I know I'm going to have Ali all over me come tomorrow.
Yeah, you couldn't leave him out.
I was trying to. Trust me. But they left me no choice. Venezuela in. Chile coming in at number 10.
That's a bit unfair for Venezuela. I think Venezuela should be a lot higher.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Who you moving them ahead of there in
Mexico.
Shaka's top 10? Really?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I would absolutely move.
Well, I guess I got Mexico going on in the group, so I'm pretty much saying that.
I think a lot of people have Mexico in general for what they historically have been in CONCACAF and in CONMEBOL tournaments, and they're going to be a home team throughout. Mexico's going to be a home team throughout this tournament, no matter where they go. That factors in. But there's no Memo Ochoa. The 3 backup goalkeepers are the 3rd, 4th, and 5th goalkeepers.
Yeah, it's a goalkeeping crisis.
They've got 9 appearances between the 3.
You could have said it was a goalkeeping crisis if Memo was still there.
Correct.
You could have said it was a goalkeeping crisis with
Memo
Maragón
is like
because he's not had
Shaqiri, who
experience.
shows up every 4 years or shows up every major tournament.
Yeah.
This would be a major tournament for him. He's not here. You've got Santi Jimenez, who scores crazy amount of goals in the Eredivisie, but when it comes to the national team, can't even get on the field. Forget about scoring a goal. Can't get on the field. He's going to be on the field for the first time. You've got a generational change. It's more like a cleaning house of those sacred cows. A lot of questions there. I'm very curious to why you left Jamaica off this top 10.
No, the Jamaica can't be in this. Not this version of Jamaica. And while I thought they equipped themselves well in qualifying, beat Canada, they come into this with a lot of injuries. No Demarai Gray.
Yeah.
He's out, and he has been
Blake.
so important for Jamaica. Andre Blake, not a lot of experience in between the sticks for them, and given how good Andre Blake has been for them throughout, it's just a difficult argument to make right now for Jamaica.
Can we go back to the list? I'm very curious because we see the transfer markets, we see the Eloy ratings, we see all this. Everybody has the United States men's national team as the 5th best team. You chose Ecuador here.
Well, I actually agree with him. I don't want to make Shaka's...
Wait a second. You in the watch along, you were trashing Ecuador. Now you agree with them?
I swear, you need to take reading or listening comprehension classes. I've been high on Ecuador the whole freaking time. What are you talking about? Ecuador is very good value to get out of Group B as the winner. They're very good value to get to the semifinals. Because
is that what you're basing it on? Who gets to the semis?
You agreed with Sebi and then arguing.
Wait a second. Let me ask about the power rankings. Do you factor in like the draw and the potential matchups in the cross, or is this just based on what's happened in the past?
I think the draw matters probably more so for the top end.
Because Ecuador has a much better draw for the U.S. So if you use that as data, I could see
Correct.
why Ecuador would be five
They have
over.
a favorable
For,
draw.
for the top end of the bracket, the draw set is more favorable. As you obviously as you go further down, depending who you're up against, more likely you are to finish second in the group and go from there.
No love for the youngest team in the competition. I see Costa Rica, my Tico friends, are left in the dirt right there.
Would you put them in the top 10?
That's a no.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
No, because it's so unproven. They're the youngest team.
Right.
But
But how are you going to say, no,
Chile-
you'll have any top 10 for Costa Rica, but I wouldn't put them in the top 10
This
either.
isn't the Chile team of old, the back-to-back, Copa America champions. There's no Vidal, there's no Gary Medel. There are a lot of players who are no longer part of this. They're still relying on a Alexis Sanchez type. So I don't know how much Ricardo Gareca can get out of that team.
Did Shaka get his top four right?
The top four was Argentina,
Colombia,
Colombia,
Uruguay,
Brazil. Yes. Maybe not in that order, but yes.
Okay. It's the right four. What's your order then?
I would go Argentina, Uruguay, Colombia, Brazil.
Wow. Okay, so Brazil, of those four, is last in both of your power rankings.
Yep.
You disagree?
Nope.
Okay.
No, I don't. I would have Uruguay second. I would have Argentina, Uruguay, Colombia,
That's
Brazil.
what I said.
I think the same with you.
But you have Uruguay to win it.
I do have Uruguay to win it. I do, because I think in the game, in the 90-minute game, they're going to beat Argentina. But like power rankings, what would happen in hypothetical league scenario?
Wow.